Do this when you get paid. When it comes to payday, the choices you make with your money can significantly impact your financial future. It's a common scenario. You receive your paycheck, and before you know it, your bank account balance is back to zero. But with careful planning and strategic decision-making, you can make the most of your income and work towards building your long-term wealth. Hi, I'm Pam Moss-Garrett. I've spent over 14 years as a money protection lawyer, specializing in helping parents create generational wealth. In this video, I'm going to dive deeper into the 5 essential steps you need to take as soon as you receive your paycheck. Number 1, establish your checking account buffer. The first step in managing your paycheck effectively is to ensure that you have a buffer in your checking account to cover your immediate expenses. This buffer acts as a safety net, protecting you from overdraft and missed payments. But how much should you aim to have in your checking account? It's recommended to have at least 2 months of expenses set aside in your checking account. To calculate your 2 months worth of expenses, add up all your monthly bills, including rent, mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, and any other recurring expenses. Once you've determined your monthly expenses, multiply that number by 2 to establish your checking account buffer. For example, if your total monthly expenses are $3,000, you should aim to keep about $6,000 in your checking account. This ensures that you have enough funds readily available to cover your expenses without worrying about running out of money. Building a checking account buffer may take time, especially if you're living paycheck to paycheck. Start by setting aside a portion of each paycheck until you reach your goal. Consider automating this process by setting up automatic transfers for your checking account to a dedicated savings account. By consistently setting aside funds, you'll gradually build up your checking account buffer and establish a good solid financial foundation. You can also look at your bills and look for ways to save. For example, maybe you don't need as large of a cable package as you initially thought and can save some money. Or you could call the cable company and negotiate your rate down. Next, build your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account. With your checking account buffer in place, the next step is to focus on building your emergency fund. An emergency fund is a separate account that is specifically designated to cover unexpected expenses, financial emergencies, such as medical bills, car repairs, or a job loss. Having an emergency fund provides you with financial security and peace of mind, knowing that you have a safety net to fall back on in times of need. One mistake I made in my 20s was not having an emergency fund. I realized I was living in a bad situation, but I didn't have the funds set aside to move out. So I stayed in this bad situation much longer than I wanted to save up that money. That experience made me prioritize an emergency fund in the future because I never wanted to experience that again. Ideally, your emergency fund should contain enough funds to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This ensures that you have enough money to cover your essential expenses for an extended period of time. I suggest keeping your emergency fund in a high-yield savings account to maximize your savings while also having easy access to the money. High-yield savings accounts typically offer interest rates that are higher than traditional savings accounts, right now averaging between 4 and 5%. This allows your money to grow faster. Look for accounts that offer competitive interest rates so that you can maximize the growth of your emergency fund. Third, maximize your employer match contributions to your 401k. With your emergency fund in place, it's time to turn your attention to your retirement savings. If your employer offers a 401k retirement savings plan and matching contributions, you should take full advantage of this benefit. Employer matching contributions are essentially free money that can significantly boost your retirement savings over time. When it comes to your 401k, the goal is to contribute enough to receive the maximum employer match. Employee matching contributions typically follow a formula, such as matching 50% of your contributions up to a certain percentage of salary. For example, if your employee offers a 50% match on contributions up to 6% of your salary, you should aim to contribute at least 6% of your salary to receive that full match. Contribute to your 401k through automatic payroll deductions to make saving for your retirement easy. By prioritizing contributions to your 401k and taking full advantage of employee matching contributions, You can accelerate your retirement savings and maximize your long-term wealth building potential. Most 401k plans give you access to a financial advisor, so if you have questions about what to invest in, I recommend talking to that person to get it set up correctly. Number 4, invest in an IRA or a Roth IRA. In addition to your employer-sponsored retirement plan, consider opening up an individual retirement account or Roth IRA to further boost your retirement savings. IRAs offer tax advantages that can help you grow your savings faster and provide additional flexibility in retirement planning. There are 2 main types of IRAs to consider: traditional IRAs and Roth IRAs. Traditional IRAs allow you to make tax-deductible contributions, which can lower your taxable income in the year you make the contributions. However, you'll pay taxes on withdrawals in retirement. Roth IRAs, on the other hand, allow you to make after-tax contributions, meaning you won't get a tax deduction for your contributions. However, when you withdraw in retirement, those withdrawals are tax-free. Depending on your age, aim to contribute around $583 a month if you're under 50 and around $666 if you're over 50. By making these contributions to your retirement account, you can have that tax advantage nest egg when you retire. Next, diversify your investments with a brokerage account. Once you've invested in the first 4 accounts and you have additional money at the end of the month, you can start putting those funds in other investments like real estate or a brokerage account. Consider opening a brokerage account with a reputable investment firm such as Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab. A brokerage account allows you to invest in a wide range of assets, including stocks, bonds, ETFs. By diversifying your investments across different classes, you can reduce your risk and then maximize the potential for returns over the long term. When investing in a brokerage account, it's important to develop a well thought out investment strategy based on your financial goals, your risk tolerance, and time horizon. Be sure to regularly review and rebalance your investment portfolio to ensure that everything remains aligned with your current goals and tolerances. This is my payday routine recommendation. Let me know in the comments your payday routine.